So, basically you have the online stuff. You're reaching out to people online, email, LinkedIn. You're researching them. You're just researching in general about the industry too. That's important to constantly be doing. Because now, you have all of your academic work under your belt. You want to supplement that with research on the industry. Every day, read the news and see what's going on. See who's hiring, who's expanding. Right? That's important as well. If you're reading a Bloomberg or a Business Insider or a Yahoo Finance, or Barron's or whatever, and you see, ABC company is, grew by 25% last year, right? Grew by 25%, and they added, 50 new jobs in the first quarter.
Okay.
You're saying to yourself, that sounds interesting. They sound like they're hiring, right? I might want to get in touch with someone in that company or multiple people in that company, learn about them, do some more research on them.
Got it.
Right? So if you're in the mix, if you're researching and reading all the time, then you're aware of those things.
Okay.
Right? Making those connections. And that's so much more powerful than just cruising the job listings on Indeed, or just saying, I think I might want to work at Morgan Stanley. Maybe Morgan Stanley just laid off 1,000 people this year. So if you're reading and researching all the time, then you can be aware of these opportunities.
Got it.
Okay. So anyway, you're researching all the time, you're increasing your knowledge base, you are reaching out to people online, you're meeting people in person.
Okay.
Alumni events, organizations, associations, professional associations, going to networking events, expos, and things like that. That's another thing.
Okay.
Any business expos or trade shows, these are great opportunities as well.
Okay.
These are, again, kind of in the semi-warm / warm category. In the case of finance or investment banking, again, same thing. There's tons of events that you want to be going to.
Okay.
To just build relationships and meet people. Here's a good example. To take JP Morgan, I mean, really everything I'm talking about applies to any company, really, but especially these huge companies, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, whatever, they're going to be hosting events themselves.
Okay.
They're going to be sponsoring events. It could be charity events. It could be, all kinds of things. I mean, classes, just kind of look, just research, like, Goldman Sachs sponsor, JP Morgan sponsor.
Okay.
What are they sponsoring in the coming weeks and months in the New York area? They're always into charity stuff. They're always into nonprofit, collaborating with nonprofits, maybe panel discussions on, the future of the global economy in 2018, or, what does Brexit mean for the manufacturing industry in New Jersey, whatever,
Okay.
So they're going to be sponsoring or hosting those kinds of things. So there's trade shows, there's expos, there's hosted events, sponsored events. There's a lot of opportunities there, right? So to recap, we're starting with your warm network, fellow students, professors, TAs, everybody, right? Undergrad students, whatever. You have the alumni associations. You have just other students or recent grads in general. You have young professional groups. You have meetup groups and Eventbrite events, all those kinds of things. You have networking events that are specifically tailored to your field, right? That have high concentrations of the kinds of people that you want to connect with.
Yep.
You have what else do you have? Friends and family, certainly. Your personal connections, right? Yeah. And then you have your semi-warm situations, which would be like events or expos, trade shows related to your field or your industry. You have cold connections online with LinkedIn and email, LinkedIn connections. You have you're doing research all the time on companies, who's growing, who's expanding, who's hiring, who's laying off workers. You want to stay away from those ones, right? Who's shrinking, who's downsizing. You want to be looking at news articles, especially related to relevant fields or departments or divisions within these companies. And certainly look at mid-sized companies too. Mid-sized or startups that are growing and expanding that might have interesting work as well.